Ugh. Oh, God. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Nick J. Giacone back again. Shitty haircut time. I hope you guys are all doing well, having a great day. And today's video, we got a little festive. You can't not be festive, even though, you know, the festivities have concluded by now. So today's video is going to be a bit of a discussion, a little bit of a reactionary type of video. It's going to be me reacting and discussing my opinions on the newly announced Supreme and Akira collaboration, or AKIRA. But with the help of my little pump here, I think we're going to get right through it. So this is something that I'm very excited about. I love the 1988 film. It's something that I rewatch almost at least 2 to 3 times a year. I revisit it. I fucking love the film itself. I never read the manga, so, you know, give me the hate. Give me the hate. I need it. So let's get right into it. Supreme and Akira. Let me give my thoughts on this collaboration. I really, truly think that this is probably the second or third best release, at least collaboration-wise, this fall season, fall-winter season so far. In my personal opinion, I honestly think that the Scarface collaboration was the best thing that they dropped so far, besides maybe week 1, because for the most part, North Face, I thought it was pretty shitty. Stone Island, I really did not like Stone Island's collaboration with Supreme. I thought it was very bland, boring, too expensive. Same with North Face. Bland, boring, too expensive. I'm just saying. But overall, those would be the 2 biggest collaborations that the brand would have to offer. But so far, I think they've been pretty much, you know, average or mediocre at best. The Andreas Serrano collaboration was very cool. It's controversial, you know, utilizing his artwork in a really interesting way. And of course the Scarface collaboration, because I think the pop culture, you know, the art collaborations are the most fueled and have like a stronger backing and a better outcome when it comes to what sells out fastest or what is sought after in the aftermarket. So let's get into the pieces. They have a bunch of lookbook items here. The first one that they show off is the image that got me hooked, which is the work jacket. So we'll get into a second, but the lookbook photos are pretty damn great. The first actual piece is the parka. Comes in black, comes in green, has an image of Tetsuo, which is one of the main protagonists or antagonists in the film of Akira and in the manga. Cool character. He's part of a biker gang with the other main character, Kaneda, in Neo-Tokyo after World War III. On the parka, you have Tetsuo putting one of the capsules in his mouth, which is a big part of the manga, which is this drug use, using these capsules, like almost prescription drugs. It's on his tongue. He says it tastes like candy, and on the Supreme, whoa, and on the pill it says Supreme, which is a nice little touch, and that comes in olive, and it comes in black, with the Akira logoing on the left arm, in red on the black one, and then black on the olive one. This is going to be a pass for me, to be completely honest with you guys. Mainly just because I think it's a little boring. I think the use of these images from the manga work really well on certain pieces, and then they kind of don't suit some other pieces. And I think the parka is a good example of that. You know, it has the image of Tetsuo on the back, but that's about it. And besides that, it just looks like an average parka. Now, the piece that I'm going to personally be copping is the maroon work jacket. I think this piece has enough flair to it that makes it absolutely worthy of a cop, especially because it reminds me exactly of Kaneda's jacket, which had the capsule on the back. Very classic. He wore all red with that all red fucking beautiful bike with the stickers all over it. Such a dope image. I really love it. But in this case, the maroon or red jacket, you know, it is maroon. It has that same image of Tetsuo on the chest, and it also has the image of the nuclear fallout from the beginning of the anime and in part of the manga on the back of the actual work jacket, which is really cool. The other cool part about the work jacket, it is the only other piece besides the long sleeve that features the Supreme Akira special logo, which is the back waistband of the actual work jacket. It just features white Supreme with red Japanese over it saying Akira, which is really awesome. I really dig it. I think it's my favorite piece so far out of what I've seen from the collection. And it comes in black, maroon, and slate blue, or like a work blue. I think it kind of looks like a slate blue, if I'm going to be completely honest. I think those colorways are average at best, but you're going to see this color scheme happen with all of the pieces in the collection. It consists of black, white, this slate blue, maroon, and of course, the nastiest color in this entire collection, which is the lime vomit green. So, moving on to the next piece, I'm going to skip a couple of them that I don't think are that exciting. I'll just brush over it. There's a flight suit in all black, which has an image of Tetsuo getting injected by his girlfriend. Also has the red Akira logo on the pant. I think this is a really cool piece, not for me personally, but it is super cool that they actually made a full flight suit kind of like style garment. Long sleeve that is coated in this repeated image of Tetsuo getting injected by his girlfriend in red and white. I think it's pretty bad. I don't like the all over print, so I'm going to pass on that. Definite pass on the leavv shirt. It literally reminds me of that because I would go to Goodwill and I would go and find these anime shirts that had Japanese embroidery all over it, flames, like hot anime girls, and they were like size XXL. It was the funniest shit if you could find that at your like local Goodwill thrift store. This reminds me exactly of that. Not a big fan. I would only wear it ironically, but I don't want to be an asshole. Then we got 3 hoodies. We got 2 pullovers, 1 zip. The best pullover is the one with Tetsuo getting all angry, moving the earth, being a badass, but he's wearing a BOGO in the illustration that's on the front part of the hoodie. Part of the illustration, they added in a BOGO on Tetsuo's body, which is pretty amazing. And then the hood has embroidery of Akira in red Japanese lettering. So, we have that in a multitude of colorways. You have the zip-up hoodie, which is garbage. It has Tetsuo getting injected, layered up 3 times on the back, and it's a zip hoodie. It's lazy. I don't care for it, really. Then we have the other pullover hoodie, which consists of the image on the back, similar to the work jacket, which is the nuclear explosion from the beginning of the anime and, of course, in the manga. And then on the front, you have Tetsuo with the capsule in his mouth again. Great hoodie, I think. Just, you know, I'm not feeling a lot of the colorways in particular. Really interesting graphic here on the first t-shirt, which is an image of a man being cradled by a young child covered in blood in the street. At least that I can remember a scene from the anime where the child that Tetsuo comes in contact with, his name is number 25, I think, being escorted or helped to be escaped from the governmental labs by some, I guess, mole in the government. Who gets shot down in the middle of the streets while the kid cradles him. It's kind of some weird imagery. It's pretty violent, very graphic in its nature, but a really cool t-shirt. And of course the 5 main colorways. You have an image of Tetsuo again with the BOGO on the t-shirt as well for a graphic. And then you have another one with the Supreme, I think Old English. Is that? No, it's not. My bad. With the Supreme logoing on the left chest, and then you have Tetsuo getting injected again, layered 3 times on the back. Really lazy logo in my opinion. And then you have probably the best t-shirt, which is Supreme logo on the left chest with Tetsuo with the capsule in his mouth. It tastes like candy on the back of the t-shirt. I think this one is probably the best t-shirt in my opinion. So now we have the most hyped item, I think, which is the black long sleeve. It also comes in the rest of the colorways, but it just features the Supreme with the red Akira logoing on the left chest, which is something you only see on this, and the work jacket, so I think a lot of people are going to go for the long sleeve. It's very cool. I love the imagery of the nuclear explosion on the back. I think it's really, you know, it's kind of intimidating, but it's also very cool from the source material itself. There's a hat. It's shit. Fuck off with the hat. The boards are fucking amazing. The skate decks, fuck, they're beautiful. I wish I'd be able to get it, but when it comes down to me, I don't want to buy the skate decks because I'm not going to skate them, and I don't want to hang them up as wall art. I don't know. It's not something that I'm not really into, just because it's not something I need. I don't need to spend $50 on a skate deck to hang up. But if you are into buying the skate decks for art and for decor purposes, get the skate deck. It is fucking beautiful. It is phenomenal. And it would make great pieces hung up on anybody's wall. So I implore you, get the skate decks if you want them on your wall or some shit. Or if you want to skate them. If you want to fucking skate them. Either way, you know. And then we're going to conclude with the 2 best pieces, in my opinion. 2 pieces that I want to pick up personally. They are the ceramic plate and the ceramic ashtray. These are fucking amazing. I love them. So you have the syringe tray, which is Tetsuo, of course, getting an injection from his girlfriend, but put onto the tray itself. I think this is the best use of that image in this collaboration, which is on the ashtray there. I think it would make a great accessory to have it on a work desk or a coffee table sort of thing. And then, of course, you have the ceramic plate. Not as cool as the ashtray, only because it's just a single plate, so it would be cooler if you had multiple plates, but, you know, it's whatever. I think it's a sick image, though, especially placed on the ceramic plate. I would get it, too, but I'm going a little bit more towards the ashtray, just in my personal opinion. But those are definitely 2 pieces that I would definitely want to cop, alongside the maroon work jacket and the Tetsuo pill t-shirt in, like, white or black. So Those are my favorite pieces out of the entire collection. I think those are the most, I don't know, successful in my opinion. I think this collaboration faults at the colorways that they chose. If they stuck with the true neon type of colors from the film, I think that would be a very successful integration of both the manga and the anime film, because the film has such rich, beautiful colors. It was all cell animation that was utilized to create the images in that film, all hand-drawn. Wonderful color and composition in that film. That's why I think this collaboration could have used some of those colors as sort of a nod to the neons that you would find in the signs in the cities there of Neo Tokyo. And of course, if instead of using red, they used instead of using maroon for the collaboration, they used that beautiful, very, very vibrant red that is found on Kaneda's jacket and his motorcycle. Such a wonderful fucking use of color for him as a character, and throughout the film itself. Also, I would have loved to see if they took some screen grabs like they did with the Scarface collaboration, but from the 1988 film, and put them on some t-shirts or some outerwear, whatever it may be. Because I think that some of the images from the film are just as compelling as the ones from the manga. But I see that they wanted to go with the original source material, especially with the original creator backing this collaboration. You want to stick with the manga because that's where it all started. So, in my personal opinions, I really like the collaboration. It's not 100% where it should be, but I think it's a lot better than it could have been. It could have been really, I don't know, I would say dishonorable almost to what Akira stands for in pop culture, and of course in film and art in general. So, with that said, I'm very hyped. I hope you guys are hyped as well. I hope you guys cop what you want to cop and not have to deal with the bots. So, Lil Pump is getting out, and I'm going to try to hook up this PS2 to my monitor and play some Crash Bandicoot and Star Wars Battlefront from 2005. So, I'll see you later. Side note, the memory card max on this is 32 megabytes.
Kaneda, you've always been a pain in the ass, you know. You've been telling me what to do since we were kids. You always treat me like a kid. You always show up and start bossing me around, and don't you deny it.
And now you're a boss too. This pile of rubble.
Kaneda!